Hey folks, Justin Thayer, TeamThayer.com. I'm here with the youngest member of Team Thayer, Brandon Thayer, and we are going to discuss the difference between being an investor and
a consumer.
Consuming. Consuming would be allocating your precious resources. Most of the time it's going to be in the form of money, or as we know, currency, for something that rusts, rots, and depreciates. Okay? Something that rusts, rots, and depreciates. On the most basic level, we all need to buy
food.
We have to buy food. Food is the biggest consumable as far as rust, rot, and depreciate. You can even buy food in a way that is more of an investment. Taking your precious resources or your money to where you're getting the most caloric bang for the dollar, right? So the best nutrition for the amount of money you spend, you will actually become an investor. And here's why. Because you need these calories, especially nutritional calories, to advance yourself in your health, your wealth, and your happiness. So if you're eating the best food possible with the best nutrition possible, it gets you in a mindset to where you're productive in life. You at that point become an investor more than a consumer. If your idea of eating is taking the money in your pocket, running down to the Taco Bell on lunch, okay, or the McDonald's and getting a high calorie but low nutrition factor food that is, overpriced, basically overpriced for what you're getting, it's more of a consumer aspect of what you're doing. It's okay at times to give yourself a reprieve or a break and completely having a consumer mindset. So if you want to go to the movies and have some popcorn and just to kind of get away, as long as it's done with moderation, it's an investment in your future production. That's the most basic level we're talking about food. If there's ever a place where you could save yourself a lot of money, and me being a person who worked in the car industry for 10 years on the sales floor, can tell you there is definitely a way to purchase automobiles less consumerism and more an investment. Automobiles, food, these are two things that you can't avoid. It's not an investment for gain per se, but you can take simple steps by doing your research, right? Selling your trade-in on your own, researching if you have to finance, researching the best terms and rates you can get, and really taking an investment role into how you're going to get around or get even to work every day. Just if you can break it down to the most basic, your car gets you to work, that's an investment. Okay. Now, cars depreciate, there's nothing you can do about that. And there are cars that don't appreciate, but those won't be the cars that you will be driving to work or anywhere else, by that matter, outside of a showroom. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, so basically you're saying if we buy one of those really expensive like Lamborghinis or something just for the looks, it would be a consumer?
If you buy a really expensive Lamborghini and just for the looks, you would be a consumer. However, you can buy a very expensive Lamborghini that has proven to go up in value, put it in a storage locker or a showroom, and this purchase becomes an investment instead of being a consumer item, right? But what I'm saying is, even your regular car that you need for day-to-day, if you frame it right, can be an investment instead of a consumer item. Now, most people, they are going to say, I like that car, and they get excited. And of course, the whole idea behind sales, especially in big ticket items, the automobile industry, is if you can get people excited and have them buying off excitement instead of logic, right? That's where the profit lies. You want to frame things in an investor's mindset more than a consumer's mindset. So when it comes to real estate, which is my career now, I'm a real estate broker. This is one of the most important things that a regular person can do to gain control of their financial future. Renting your living quarters is probably one of the worst things you can do for your future financial health, whereas owning your own home is one of the best things you can do for your future financial health. However, when you go into this matter, you really want to, when you're selling a home or buying a home, you need to use the resources available to you in an investment scenario. So a lot of people are like, I don't want to use a real estate agent or broker to sell my home because I don't want to pay them the sales commission. Right? Now, if you're a consumer, this might make sense, right? But consumers, or consumerism, is the opposite, right? It's the antithesis, complete other end of financial success. So in financial success, you won't find a lot of people who said, okay, I went ahead and sold my home on my own because I saved X amount of dollars from the real estate broker's commission that I would have used. Now, if you're an investor, you're going to know, number one, there are statistics that show using a real estate broker makes you X amount of dollars over and above the commission you're trying to save. And number two, they are going to spend all the money in the advertising and promotion of your home. And then number three, you don't have to pay them a dime or a penny unless they get you the money that you anticipated in the first place. So once again, you got to think things through from an investor's standpoint, not a consumer's. And this goes from the bottom of the spectrum, which we started, which was food or groceries, and then for most people, the top of the spectrum, which would be your living quarters, whether you rent, whether you buy. Know the statistics, number one. Number two, try and think to yourself on a day-to-day basis. I think to myself every single day, am I acting as an investor to go forward into the future? Is this something that makes investment sense? Is this something that's going to benefit me in the long run, even the long run and short run? Or am I acting right now as a consumer to where this is just nothing but an expense? Am I just basically torching the dollar bills, right? Am I stepping over a dollar to pick up a penny? So, investor versus consumer. Brandon, anything you have to add to that?
From what you've said, consumer loses by a lot.
The consumer loses. Now, sometimes you have to be a consumer. We're all consumers. What I'm saying is, try and frame your day-to-day activities, your day-to-day thought processes, as much as you can toward being an
investor.
Investor versus consumer. Try and be an investor day to day. That's it. TeamThayer.com. Brandon Thayer, youngest member of Team Thayer. Brandon, there's a what?
There's a subscribe button up there. There's a like and dislike button down there. Don't care which one you press.
We don't care.
We just need the feedback.
We love the feedback.
Then we got an even lower box that says type your comment here.
Put your comments in there.
And
hey,
yeah.
Like Brandon was saying, hey, we love the feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Same to me. If you love what I'm doing, if you agree with what I'm saying, let me know in the comment box. If you don't agree, let me know. If you don't care, let me know. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Team Thayer Official, for Justin Thayer,
Brandon Thayer,
and like Bruce Lee likes to say, woo!